Tim, a Canadian girl, and today is water change day for my 75-gallon African Cichlid aquarium. So today I thought I would do something a little different. Every time I do a water change, I do some other things, and they are, I usually strip one or two females, I set up a tumbler and put the eggs in the tumbler. The fish that were in the tumbler then go into the breeder box, and the fish that were in the breeder box are taken upstairs into a 10-gallon grow out in my little fish room. So today I'm going to share with you step by step how my fish get from inside mommy into my fish room. So please stay tuned. Today is water change day for my 75-gallon mixed African Cichlid aquarium over there in the corner. My 150-gallon aquarium is all cleaned with fresh water as of yesterday. There is something so rewarding in seeing happy fish in a healthy environment. There is a prep I go through before I begin. I have a few things set out, such as towels on the floor, my pump and my python ready, and other supplies I use. I have a feeling the fish know what's going to happen. They look excited, although cichlids always look excited. So the first thing I do is remove the plexiglass lids and light fixture. Then I hook up my immersible pump to my python and begin the draining process. I'm going to share my process not in cleaning and the water change part, but my weekly process in dealing with my holding mums and their fry. So first I'll be removing the fry from the tumbler, and then they will be going into this breeder box here. Then I will strip the new holding mum, which is a young yellow lab, and then her fry will be going into the tumbler. These are two tumblers, disassembled, cleaned, and ready for new fry. I also did the same for the breeder box. And then here are the fry I just removed from the breeder box, and then these are the ones that were in the tumbler. They're pretty small yet and very close to the same size, so they will be going in the breeder box together for another week or two. I love using my breeder box for a couple weeks, making sure the young fry are eating well. Then they will graduate to a 10-gallon in my little fish room to grow out some. I'm just waiting for the water to drain enough to make catching the holding mum easier. This is my process for stripping a holding female. To avoid unnecessary stress, it's crucial to be gentle and take your time. This is not a race. I take my meniscus knife and pry her mouth open very gently and just allow the eggs to tumble out. There we go. Giving her a gentle rub under her buccal cavity with my thumb, I encourage her to bring the other eggs forward, and then I try again. I do this a couple times, just to make sure I have all the eggs. Then I allow her to rest for a minute, just to make sure she knows that she's not in any danger and that she is experiencing a stress-free stripping. I check her one more time, and then usually by this time she's empty and I can put her back into the aquarium. I like to strip them at 7 days, as mums have bonded with their eggs and are less likely to spit them out. Yet they haven't been holding long enough to lose weight and get weak. She seems to be done, not getting any more eggs out, so now she can go back. Yep, now she can go back in the community. Setting up the tumbler, you take the main chamber and insert the filter sponge in the bottom. I have a cup set aside here of tank water ready that I will place the tumbler in. Now I'm going to add the babies I just stripped. I just have to dump some of the water off. There we go. Now I'll pour the babies into the tumbler. There. Now taking the top for the main chamber, I insert this clear disc to keep the fry from escaping into the tank. Making sure it's secure, I close the lid, and it's a simple pressure fit. The next thing I attach is the tube holding the air stone, and then I add on the suction brackets that will hold the tumbler in place in the tank. So taking one clip, I like to have one low at the bottom and one at the top, making the view in the tumbler nice and clear so I can keep a good close eye on how the babies are developing. So there, now it's ready to go in the aquarium. It's always a great feeling having completed a water change and know your fish are in a healthy environment. They always are really active after a water change. It's like they're excited for some reason. So check out these bubbles. I have no idea why they're acting this way. But my new little babies are tumbling along happily. They are well on their way to developing into little yellow labs. Then way across the aquarium, I have the last couple broods in the breeder box. Now I will probably keep them here for a week or so until I need the box empty for the newly stripped babies. By then I'm sure I'll have another mum ready for stripping. Here is the 10-gallon aquarium all ready for the breeder box babies' graduation. Once they're in the fish room, they will stay here until I need their tank. And finally, the babies go to either Bogey's aquarium, the geophagus, or to the parrotfish. It takes Bogey a while to catch them all. While he's working on that, they continue to grow. If one or two manage to avoid him and get big enough to join the 75 mixed African cichlid aquarium, then they have earned their place. So doing a water change is not just a simple process around here. Anyway, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thanks so much for watching. I wish you a wonderful day tomorrow. I hope your day today was awesome, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.